everybody, and welcome to another episode of
John Andrew's Garage.
Hey, what do we got here today, son?
A 1968 Camaro.
That's right, a beautiful Chevy Camaro. Well, it probably was beautiful when it first came out, but where'd we get this one, son?
I don't know where we got it, honestly. I forgot. But
Actually, I remember, I think I got this from the person at work that gives me old cars.
it looks like it lost a rim, too.
Yeah, it lost the rim. It's pretty play worn. You can see a lot of scuffs, but tell you what, we're going to have a good time restoring this one up. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so, too.
All right, well, tell you what. Why don't we get right into the restoration and put it up on the rotating car stand and see what we got.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, everybody, and here we are, our 1968 Chevy Camaro. And this one happens to be a Johnny Lightning. So, yeah, you can see at one stage it was a pretty detailed little car. I mean, this is heavy. It's got a metal top, a metal bottom. It's got some nice paint highlights on it, you know, interesting flame job. And a nicely painted little engine in there. So, yeah, as you notice, the hood opens. But as you can sort of see, it's certainly been play worn. Now, what do you think, son?
The wheels are kind of bent. Well, not that bent, but the tires are bent all over the place. It's very scuffed. The decal on the front is very messed up, and I think this thing has seen a lot of better days.
It certainly has. Tell you what, why don't we close the hood and get an overall look at it? No!
You actually did.
There it is. And yeah, so it does look cool. It's got some really nice lines. And of course, the 68 Camaro did look kind of neat. So I think we can probably give this a real good restoration and a really neat paint job. What do you think, son?
Yeah, I think so, too.
Okay, well, tell you what. Instead of just talking about it, why don't we get into it and start doing it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right, everybody. And here we are. Our nice 68 Camaro. All right, well, I've taken the liberty of drilling out the bottom bits so that we can take this apart. So let's see how she goes. See what we got to work with here. Okay, look at that. Oh, look, the wheels just kind of sit in there. That's pretty simple to get out. So we got the metal bottom here. Johnny Lightning. Right, there it is. 1968 Chevy Camaro. Johnny Lightning. All right, and there we go. Look at that. Ooh. I guess we got a bit of a hair in here. Kind of gross and a lot of junk in here, but we'll take that out. And what do we got? Okay. Interior, not too bad. Got a little steering wheel in there. Okay, she pops open, and that's good. So, yeah, it's not too bad. I guess we can work with that. And, look at that. Windshield's riveted in, so I'm going to have to get rid of that rivet and get that windshield out. Hopefully we don't make a mess of it. And, yeah, here we go. Let's see, I guess the motor opens up, and there we are. Get a close look at that. There we are. See? It's not too bad. Some nice detail in there. I guess we'll have to play around with. So, yeah, so here we are. Body, interior, the chassis, and there we go. And a couple of these wheels, and they are extremely, well, there we go. They're extremely play-worn. We've missed one of the hubcaps on this guy I just dropped. Here it is. Yeah, look at that. So I guess we got our work cut out for us. I'll get this windshield out, and once I do that, we can get that into the stripper and start making it ready to accept primer and some paint. Looks like it's in fairly good nick besides the scuffs, but I guess we'll see once it's stripped. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, folks, just a little addition. We did manage to get the glass out here, and yep, I guess weird. There's kind of paint on it, so it looks like somebody tried to paint it, but it doesn't look like they did because I can sort of see these black ghost flames on it. So kind of weird. Either the factory got some paint on it, or I don't know what, but yeah, there it is. The glass came out fairly easily, so just have to sand that down a little. I tapped the sort of the posts here with the I guess Redline shop self-tapping screws. It's for the Redline cars, but this is small with small rivet holes, so they fit perfectly for that. So I think we're ready to sort of get this into the stripper. Well, all right, everyone. We got her out of the stripper, and yeah, so not too bad a job. The old paint comes off pretty good. There's still a bit in here we may have to sand off or sort out. And yeah, inside here you can see the engine cavity. If I can sort of maneuver this a little bit. Look at that. There we go. So yeah, so that's not too bad either. A little bit of brushing and we'll be able to fix that up. The only mistake was because that happened, or not mistake, but what I didn't notice was, see the front here, I guess it was a plastic piece, which was the grill that had the SS symbol on it. And sadly, I didn't know it was a plastic piece because this engine cavity sort of attachment here hid the rivets from me. I couldn't really see them, that in the dark paint. And so what happened was when that was in the stripper, it pretty much turned into mush and fell off. So I'm going to have to, I guess, use a little bit of Millie Putt and recreate a grill on this. But besides that, not too bad. We're going to give it the wire wheel and a buff up and hopefully get it ready for some primer. So stay tuned. Whew. Well, all right, folks. Man, we've been sanding and grinding and finally, I think we got a little something here that we can turn into the paint shop. Yeah, it took a little bit. We may have to put a little bit of Millie Putt into this sort of ding that's in the side door. And maybe just a little more buffing out with some steel wool just to get some of these marks off. But I think this should be pretty good for paint. And we even did the bottom a little bit, give that a bit of a buff because I guess the other side looked a little rough. But yeah, now with a bit of buffing here, it looks a lot more presentable. So I think we're about ready to head to the paint shop. All right, folks. Well, we've been doing some taping here. We're going to do some nice racing stripes on this, and hopefully that'll work out. Got a nice blue color. So we had to strip this once because I think I attacked it with the tape before the paint was dry, and hopefully this won't happen again. But yeah, I think this should look okay. We'll get this finished and give it a coat of paint, and hopefully that'll be good. And then can finish off the undercarriage. So stay tuned. All right, folks, and here we are. We have the chassis. We picked some nice rims for it here, which I think are pretty cool. And yeah, we just they just fit right in because I guess the body and the interior keep them held into these divots. But what I've done is just taken the Dremel and widened them up a bit because they were sort of slotted for like the piano wire of the regular wheels. But this, sort of, I believe it's the M2 wheels have a thick axle. But we want that to fit in there. And we want the front one to fit in here. And once it stands up, there we go. And she'll hopefully run when we put it all together. Right now the body is drying, but yeah. So I think we have a very good base here for our Johnny Lightning. And I think now that this part has been done, there's only a few more details, and we can get ready to slap this thing together. All right, everybody, and here we are. For comparison purposes, this is what our 1968 Chevy Camaro from Johnny Lightning used to look like before we gave it our Dad and Andrew's garage treatment. What do you think, son?
Yeah, it looks pretty junk right now, but we made it even better.
Yeah, we got rid of this crazy paint job. It was kind of dirty. We swapped out the tires, and I think it looks certainly a considerable amount better than it used to.
Yeah, sure did.
Well, tell you what, without further ado,
let's get ready for the reveal.
All right, everyone, and here we go. Our brand new and improved Johnny Lightning 68 Camaro. What do you think, son?
It's pretty cool. The rims, the blue and the black on the paint job. It's really cool.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I sort of saw something like this online, and it was the inspiration for kind of a black and blue Chevy Camaro. And it was the same make and model of the car. So, yeah, that was my inspiration for this kind of a little bit of a crazy paint job. But I think it looks pretty good. And we do like the rims that this has because I think they really suit the car. So, yeah, all in all, I think this looks a heck of a lot better than that old one that we drove in, right?
Yeah, I sure did.
And in addition, you'll probably see a few extra little wingdings on this video. Andrew has been working a little bit on the editing. So he's going to be working a little more on the editing of our vids to put his hand in there a little more.
Yeah, sure will.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. We hope you enjoyed watching the video as much as we enjoyed building the car. And remember, if you like what you see,
Like and subscribe and smash that like button.
right on, and share if you can. So everybody take care, and we'll see you the next time when we're going to be showing our 3 Blind Mice Bone Shaker Bad to the Bone special. So stay tuned, everybody, and take it easy.
See you later, everybody.
Bye-bye.